What's up, guys? Welcome to the NiNe Show.
Where would this take them? Where is this current feeling or value set going to take them in the future?
Like
Yeah.
opposites. Like you're going that way, I'm going this way.
I mean this very literally. There's no emotion. And how I did that, for me, it's just pure efficacy of recall.
Like that sometimes, like, oh, I have to human. I think that's the NI as opposed to NE that just wants to see it in its totality, right?
Common point of what was that word you used, Yoda?
What? What the? Yo, what the fuck? Okay, go on, let's go.
I will chew you.
All right.
Hey guys, I'm Jono. We have Asees, we have Leon, we have Odom. We are the NiNe Show. We are comprised of the four intuitive dominant types: ENFP, ENTP, INTJ, and INFJ. Thank you for joining us, and I hope you enjoy the show. Today, we are interviewing. I'd like to introduce our special guest, Cherie. Now, Cherie describes herself as...
Oh, why did you put it in the video?
coffee drinker, a meme addict, a YouTube watcher, popcorn lover, animal song belter, forest hiker, night runner, fruit stealer, loud laugher, and occasional student. Cherie, thanks for joining us. How you doing?
I'm great.
Someone just took a photo.
It's definitely Asees.
Thanks for joining us on the show. So you're good, awesome. Do you want to tell us a little bit about your type?
Sure. Yeah, I'm double feminine, SI NFI, sleep, last, play, consume.
Excellent. Okay. So that's in MBTI terms, that is a ISTJ.
Jumper, yeah.
ISTJ jumper. Awesome. Well, look, thanks for having us, and welcome to the Land of Chaos.
Nice.
All right. So what we're going to do is we've all got some questions.
Speaking of chaos, we should totally go over what happened last time.
Oh, yes. Thank you, Leon.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, we should.
That's right.
Can we
Cherie, would you like to explain it from your perspective? What happened last time?
Yeah, I guess technically this is not my first time on the show, but it's my first time in the show. I don't know.
Yeah.
Accurate. So what? 2 months ago, we had a whole plan for me to come and have an interview, and then everyone was like, "It's gonna be on Sunday," and then they were like, "It's gonna be on Saturday," and then they were like, "It's gonna be at this 2 p.m.," and then they were like, "It's actually gonna be at Sunday at 1 p.m.," and then it was on Saturday, and they were like, "We're getting ready to go." Leon was like, "All right, guys, go see y'all in 15 minutes." And I was driving. I was like, what the heck is going on? I thought this was tomorrow. And then they were like, no, it's today. And I was like, but I'm in the car. And then like Odom didn't know that we were doing it. So, and then it turned out that no one had actually said it was the time because you guys have two group chats. So like,
yeah. In our group chat with you in it, we said Sunday. So like,
yeah,
it should have been Sunday, and then for whatever reason in private, we just changed it to Saturday.
Yeah.
Chaos.
So I like put the pedal to the metal and like zoomed home and like managed to like bust out of the car, like just like I like handed the wheel to my sister and just like opened the door, just like hit the ground rolling. Then like got up and sprinted inside with my backpack, opened up my laptop. We're like, Leon has half an hour to go before he has to go to work. So we're like, all right, boom, let's get this going. And then like we've been talking for 25 minutes, and Jono's like, wait a minute, did anyone press the record button? Lo and behold, ladies and gentlemen, no one pressed the record button. So.
Boom.
Yep.
Damn.
There you go.
What a nice story. The way you said it was much better than how we were going to say it.
I'm so glad you told the story, because I actually forgot about the part that you were like, that we didn't even agree on time and that you were stressing to get home.
Yeah.
Yep.
Crazy.
Cool. Anyway, let's get into it. So we're going to, like I said, we're going to go with some questions planned out. We'll go through And I think we're going to start with Mr. Otem.
Yeah, sure. So you're SF, right? But you're a kind of a unique type of SF. It's SI NFI. And
Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, did you hear what I said? Or do
Yeah. She's apologizing for being SI NFI.
I was just saying, so you're like a unique type of SF. You're SI NFI, and that's a little less obvious to people. You know, maybe SE FE is the more, or SE FI is the more obvious SF. But yeah, so I was just wondering if you could describe a little bit about what having SI NFI is like regarding popularity, because it's not exactly like popularity in its general term, but yeah, what does that mean to you in terms of your functions? I'm just curious.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good question, because I mean, I'm not, or I definitely wasn't popular growing up. So like, I don't know, when it comes to just like knowing what's like popular and mainstream, I'm really bad at that. And I also have consumed last, so that's part of the problem. But like, I don't know about like TikTok dances and stuff, and I don't know, Visco girls and whatever the kids talk about nowadays. I have a lot of younger siblings, so like I kind of get some of it. So I don't know, like I guess, yeah, I don't really know what's popular in the world. But I mean, I still do have like, I guess like the SF, like I still like value the sensory. It's just like
Right.
my own sensory and my own values.
Yeah.
So,
With that
it's
SI,
not
it's like you knew
helpful.
what was popular like 2 months ago.
What was like what?
With that SI, it's like you know what's popular, but it was like months in the past. You're
Yeah,
like,
that's
just catching up.
yeah, that's very accurate. I'm like an old person already. Yeah.
You'd be a master at trivia.
I am actually pretty good at trivia, yeah.
All right.
Ish.
What is the actor in? Who's the main character in Game of Thrones?
In what?
Game of Thrones.
The main character?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I know there's like the dragon girl, Daenerys.
Nice.
There's the guy who's
yeah.
just on the
Okay,
throne.
we'll go with that.
No.
Yo, isn't that a
Yeah, there you
trick question,
go.
bro?
I don't know. Is it?
All right, Cherie.
You
What's
see
our
so
name?
many different perspectives.
What's our name?
What are all of your guys' names? Oh no,
Yeah.
I don't know if I could do that. Why do you ask me these hard questions? Man, guys.
That's a good segue into sort of the next question, which is sort of like how you see the relationship between your feminine SI savior, especially being sleep first, and being consumed last with your masculine NE demon. Sort of what's that like? I don't think a lot of people know that perspective.
Yeah, it's hard because I'm not really like a typical, or I guess, I don't know, anyone looking at me would not, or at least that knew about MBTI wouldn't think that I was like an SI savior, I'm sure. Because I'm pretty chaotic and also go with the flow. And I don't, like, my whole family is always mad at me and all my roommates because I don't keep to like a set schedule. Like I go to sleep at a different time every night and wake up at a different time every morning. And yeah. So, and I'm trying to be more scheduled.
What time did you wake up this morning?
Oh, gosh. Well, I went to bed at 5 a.m. So
oh my God.
I didn't get up till like 1.
Asees is like, that's normal.
Those are rookie numbers.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty bad. I don't know. I mean, it's fine. I can, at the moment, I think if I tried to get up at 8 a.m., I wouldn't be able to. Because the other day I tried to get up at 8 a.m. and I set 3 alarms and I slept through all of them. So
yeah,
that didn't work. But
right. Would you find that like you're more like it's easier for you to like adapt to a change? Like obviously it's not going to be like snap, right? But it's like compared to sort of everyone else in your life, if there's a shift, like your you're more okay and you're easier with going with the change to your daily schedule?
Yeah, I definitely would agree with that. Because I don't really I don't freak out about chaos very much. I mean, I do more so now. Well, my family's really chaotic. So like the kind of chaos I'm freaking out about is the kind of chaos that like any human being would freak out about. Like,
Yeah.
I don't care who you are. Like if you
Yeah.
walk downstairs and your little brother just spilled a whole bottle of shampoo all over the couch, like anyone's gonna be freaking out, you
At
know?
least you have a clean couch.
Wow.
Yeah. So I don't know, but yeah, so I don't and I don't find it hard to like make jumps, I guess, if that makes sense. Like most people are pretty boring to talk to because I can just already tell where they're going. So it's like,
Are we boring?
No, I wouldn't say so.
Hesitation.
Yeah, you hesitated there. Ooh. Nice.
Maybe it's just one of us that's boring. I wonder who it is.
Awesome. All right. So, how do you learn, or how do you gather your information? Because you have Sleep Blast, so OE is like non-existent. How are you getting new information? How are you collecting? How are you gathering?
Yeah, I don't really gather new information. That's kind of my problem. So like, I don't really know a lot of the stuff that I think I know. I mean, I can't tell you the number of arguments I've gotten in with people over the years, and then I go and look up the thing later after they're just like, okay, fine, whatever. Like, I'm just gonna stop talking about you, and I was totally wrong.
Oh my God.
I'm like, this song came out in 2012. Like, I will die over this date. I look it up. It's 2013. I'm like,
Yeah.
nice.
Oh my God. Wow.
So, I do have a good memory for random stuff, but I think that's just with feminine SI, it's I just kind of remember stuff that I'm not sure where I learned it, but that I know it. So,
interesting.
but it is hard for me to just sit down and study something.
Yeah.
It's hard for me because I don't have SE, so it's really hard for me to gather in facts and then make a goal based off of that.
Okay, so you don't have a system or something where you've to learn, you don't have a program or a way of learning. Okay.
Okay.
Interesting.
It's very interesting. You're at yeah.
What was that?
You're at university, right?
Mm-hmm.
How do you just force yourself just to just go to lectures? You go through the typical way of learning with that, just going to lectures and taking notes. But do you just go through it like that?
Yeah, I don't know. I took a statistics class last year with my roommate who's a math major, and she got really mad at me because I wouldn't take notes during class. I would just draw or zone out. Or sometimes we have spinny chairs, so I just be spinning around in my spinny chair, totally not paying attention. I mean, I still got an A in the class, so she was like,
wow.
How did you do that? I was
what
like,
the
I
hell?
don't.
How did you do that?
It just was before the exams, I would actually open up the textbook and look over the problems so I could kind of see what we were supposed to know. And I did take some notes, but they were really bad because I did look back over them once or twice, and I was like, what was I writing? I had no idea what I had written. Oh, that was unhelpful.
Wow.
But yeah, it's just, I don't know.
Wow, okay.
I don't know.
That's quite
I actually highly relate to that. Yeah, you just open it 5 minutes before class and it's fresh in your head for until you're done, and then that's it. It leaves forever.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. 100%.
So that's one thing that we have in common, but I did want to ask you a question about something we might not have in common, because I've been talking to savior masculine FI types recently, and I've come to find out that it's more difficult for them to share their FI, though it's a savior. And I was wondering, why do you think that is, or is that relatable to you?
Absolutely. And that's why I didn't really understand like the decider modalities at first. The descriptions for them are very good. I think that's also like one of the most vaguest parts of OP. So, you know, it's like, that's up in the air anyways. But that's why I thought I had feminine FI for the first couple months after I got my type back, because I can't really share what I like at all. And like, I can't just like, people are like, what do you want? I'm like, I don't know what I want. And I think part of that's too, cause like my NF is last. And so my FI is like I know like what memories I like, but I can't share those because those are all introverted. And then to like get all the way down to like sharing my like ideas or like abstract things that I like, or I don't know, there's just like a lot of like fear surrounding that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. It's also just like a fear of judgment. And it's like if somebody disagrees with something I like, then I have to go, it takes a whole like it takes up a bunch of time because I have to go and like reevaluate, like, is it even worth liking this thing? Like, why do I like it in the first place? Let me go spend 2 hours like second guessing all of my decisions up until this point or whatever.
So you're plagued by being such a good double decider. Like you have to support it with the T. Like you can't just.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Did you ever decide whether you have masculine T or feminine T?
Well, I emailed Dave some more, and he's like, you're just really, really, really feminine with the tribe. So there's like no way you have masculine T. And I was like, okay, well, he should know. So I guess I'll take that as a yes. I guess I am pretty like feminine, yeah. But I definitely don't relate to the like double feminine, like double masculine, like thingy at all. Like, no offense, Leon, but double masculines are like way too much. Like way
No,
too
it's
much.
nothing like that. I did want to say, like, with my share how I feel or what I like and value, but I'm willing to go to battle with whoever I'm talking to if to go to battle, because maybe I can change my FI in a way that's like beneficial. So it's kind of like I want that external.
Right on.
Yeah, that's pretty good, man.
All right, Leon cut out, but I think he was just expressing his feminine FI.
His FI, yeah, standard.
What do you? He'll be back. What do you how do you? Because this is one of the things that people say, like, or that one of the subconscious stereotypes that people have is that like TE people don't have like their own ideas, and you obviously have your own ideas, and you've said a few times, look at me catching you with stereotypes. You've said I think a few times. So how do you go through the process of coming up with your own thoughts and ideas?
My thoughts and ideas are like a conglomeration. Is that the right word? Conglomeration of like all the opinions that I've kind of seen other people expressing, and then I kind of like work those through like all the different like logical like possibilities, like, is this accurate or is this not accurate? Like, how would that play out? Like, a lot of people believe things that if you like play that out long enough, you're like, that doesn't actually like hold up in reality. So I spend some time doing that. But I can also get really lost in like NT like speculation land. It takes a lot of time. So I'm trying to like get past the like, because with SI as a savior, it's like I need to have certainty. So being okay with like uncertainty is very difficult for me. So I'm trying to get better at just being like, yeah, I don't think an answer exists for that. It's okay. But yeah, I get my ideas from like the tribe. But then I kind of like hand pick them and make them my own.
Right.
I guess. Yeah.
Dave and Shannon did a recent Q&A, and I'm pretty sure that was you. What is your ideas off of that? Because you were just talking about Demon NT?
Yeah, that was a good Q&A. I'm glad they answered my question. What they said about the Demon NT tidal waves is very accurate for me. But it hasn't just been like one like big tidal wave all at once. It's just kind of been like this like constant like pressing like existential worry about like the meaning of life and does anything matter, you know, stare at a leaf for an hour, like all the time, my whole life. And it kind of like comes and goes like in waves. So I'll think I've figured something out, and then like a couple months later it's like boom, a bunch of stuff comes and I'm like, oh no, like what do I believe? So like I'm trying to get better at just like my certainty being that like there's different routes of possibilities, and trying to focus more on the doing and less on the figuring out. So I mean, like what they said, that is how I experienced my tidal waves for sure. But just
how does your FI handle, because it's masculine, how does it handle being wrong with like that Demon NT consume last, like when you have to like update it and it's like, oh shit, like what is that experience like?
It's very stressful. I always want to say traumatizing. That's not really right, but like if I think that I'm wrong, then I start like second guessing like everything that I've done like up until that point. And then I'm like, I have a lot of like it should be this way, or like I should do this. And so if I think I'm not doing what I should in the past, then it's like I have to like it's like this paralyzing, like I can't move forward because I'm like, oh no, like I've thought all these things in the past and those could be wrong, and so now I don't know what to think in the future. And like then I start re-questioning like my whole identity, like who am I as a person, like what does this say about me, like what's my future, I don't know, blah blah blah. So yeah, it's I don't know. Yeah.
Damn, it's quite. I was just gonna ask about that feminine SI, because I remember this is before you got typed. I remember I guess you thought you could have been different types, but there was one that even I thought, oh, you know, you might be this, because you mentioned maybe you have NI, because you had a description of how you regularly take time out to like think about, it's like philosophy time, right?
Yeah.
Or something like that. And just thinking about it, even after you got your type, it's kind of like maybe it's like that feminine SI getting boosted with the masculine NE. And do you find that there's a lot of like NI-isms like behaviorally in the way you're set up with your type?
Yeah, so I spend a lot of time with NI saviors and SE saviors. I don't really talk to NE or SI people very much at all. I don't know. That's just kind of how I've been so far. So I think like on the surface, like if somebody doesn't understand, like if someone doesn't have NI, or if they don't have SI, like, you know, either way, if you're coming from either observer, like you don't know how the other person, you don't know how what you're doing is different from what other people do. But what I've seen is that, and this is mostly like feminine NI, like masculine SB demon people, but from what I see, it's like you have the ability to like just objectively like just take in information, and it's not like there's it's difficult, obviously, like because it's a demon, but like you can still do it. Like I think it's frustrating, but it's still like it's doable. And then you can kind of just like compile all those facts to just like make a plan, like going forward. Whereas for me, it's like every new fact that I take in is like almost painful in a way, because of like all the different things it could mean. And so I get, so I can't just like, and it's so hard because this is like really what I want to be able to do, is I just want to be able to just like sit down and just like look at myself objectively and be like, like to like thinking like career planning or whatever. Like, okay, Cherie, like what is it that you want to do? Like, what are your strengths and weaknesses? Like, let's all just look at it all and then just see what's available, see what the options are, and then just make a game plan. So like
brainstorming.
I cannot do that because I like every single fact is like not certain, I guess, because it's feminine SI.
Oh
so I
man,
can't,
yeah.
It's so annoying. That's the one thing that I like. I make a plan and then I change it because I'm like, oh, actually, that's not gonna work. I don't like think that's gonna work anymore. And it's like, well, if you had just done some more research, but it's like even just doing the research is like exhausting and like,
yeah.
So annoyed.
It's such a weird.
So useless. I swear. It's so dumb.
It feels useless for sure, but I imagine in difficult situations you're more flexible than someone with masculine SI. But I imagine like day to day, like when you want to, like with my feminine and I, it's the same. It does feel kind of useless when you want to actively do something with it, and it just doesn't do anything. So
Nothing.
Yeah.
Like
Sure, you mentioned uncertainty earlier. I'm just wondering, do you feel like you're in an uncertain like position now with like the coronavirus stuff? Like how's that affected you and like in terms of being uncertain?
The coronavirus hasn't really bothered me at all. I guess because that's something I don't have any control over. So like when it comes to like world like pandemic stuff, I'm just kind of like, yeah, this is just what happens. Like we're all, like I don't know, I don't think it's like the end of the world. Like I don't think this is anything like more scary than like anything that's ever happened in the world before. Like shoot, at least I don't live in the Great Depression. Like at least I like have like a toilet and running water and like all this stuff. So I'm not like, that hasn't really like bothered me that much. And also because I don't plan ahead, I hadn't gotten an internship this summer, so I didn't have anything that was like canceled because of it.
Right.
That was nice.
It kind of worked out. Yeah.
I have a sort of quite a random, like I guess it seems random, but like it's kind of related to what you were saying earlier, and I'm already forgetting the sensory. But anyways, do you like double entendres? Like the double entendres, like things with double meanings, or does that actually like piss you off because like you see multiple ways of interpreting it and you can't pinpoint it?
Oh no, I definitely, double meanings are my jam. Like triple meanings, quadruple meanings. Like I'll start seeing all the meanings that aren't even there. I don't even need context to think that something's funny. Like memes, I love memes because I just go through and I'm just like, oh, it's so funny. I'm like, I've never seen this show. I have no idea who that guy is. Sometimes I'll like come back later. I'll be like, oh, that's like from a thing. Wow, that's like, okay, I see that there was way more depth here than I was just getting a really surface level amusement from this, but there was a lot more.
That's funny.
Deep down
So,
there.
Oh man.
wait,
that's really funny.
I was gonna add something real quick. Sorry, Manny.
No, it's cool.
I wanted to say one for you. That's like, if you fall asleep outside and then it starts raining, do you have wet dreams?
Oh, probably, yeah. I don't know. Are you attracted to rain?
All right.
Oh, there you go. That's
Interpret that many ways.
Yeah.
So yes, the answer is yes. There you go.
Yeah, and then it's true. Yeah, and then you can,
That's my favorite answer.
And it starts.
Yes, is your favorite
As a
answer?
consume last, yes.
Just say yes to everything. Outsource the thinking.
Yep. Manny.
I was just gonna. I mean, I can't even remember. Oh, I was just gonna say it's really interesting what you said about the when you look at memes and you don't really know the context. You're like, I can just appreciate it for what it is. If I come across the actual thing, the context is from, that's cool. I'm like, if I find something vaguely interesting and like I won't be able to appreciate it until like I go to the source. Like I can't just enjoy it exactly. I have to like That's why like I use the there's a meme origins website. So whenever I find a meme, it's like I need
that
some.
website's great. I love that website.
Yeah, it's so weird.
See TI. Oh my gosh.
Someone cataloged all the memes in the world.
All the boomers using that website instead of
Exactly. Dude, when you go to that website, it's not like a walk of shame. It's like, oh, I don't understand this. I better go here, check it out, and then you can go back. It's so funny.
yeah.
Hilarious. Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
man.
Yeah, I never do that. I don't want to have to like try and get context. I just want to be able to like figure it out in the moment.
Yeah, that's so masculine-y. Just,
Yeah,
like,
and
whatever.
it's honestly very like man, like, well, I used to think that I was like so smart because like I could just like be in a situation, just like understand stuff. But like it turns out you don't actually understand the thing like you just think you do. So like it's so much better to actually go and like research the stuff and like get the proper context, like get the deep understanding. Which for me, like, how am I supposed to get deep understanding when I have feminine SI, which is my organizing, and then masculine NE, which is just like gathering shit, and it's a demon. So like I'm gonna be bad at it anyways. Like I'm never
how am
gonna
I
have a
supposed
deep
to clean my
understanding of
bathroom?
anything. Yeah. Oh man. So yeah. I did not hear Leon say that at all.
I can't.
Well,
It's like start stop.
We're all just like
Energy
processing.
stop. I'm too energy
Yeah.
for this.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I said, well, how am I supposed to clean my bathroom? I don't have SI.
Oh no, SI is terrible for cleaning stuff. Like you just
Yeah, I agree.
NI the SE and then you're good. You just like you get the plan in your head and then you can just block out the like sensory and I mean I know it's chaotic, it's sometimes, but
and I feel like SE is more aware of just like the mess and the uncleanliness around, whereas SI is like not focusing, like it's more just about the actual positioning of things rather than like the how clean something is.
Where
like
it's
the
supposed
ideas in
to-
my mind, like not even paying attention to the world, just like facts in my mind. Like
You're just like,
so
dude, this
Wow.
mic.
So it's wait. So it's like the facts are separate. So you have the facts, but it's not directly the world. It's not like, is that wow? That's so. Could you
It's so annoying.
explain that a little bit? That's quite.
Yeah.
mind-breaking.
Yeah, it's just kind of like the facts, or just like yeah, just like facts or like things that I think are true, like like truths or like reasons or things are all like sensory things.
Right.
That
Yeah.
aren't
Yeah.
really connected to like the actual like physical world. So
like a triangle has three sides. Like you just know that is true, and like it's something everyone's experienced, but it's like it's just something you have in your head as a fact. Like I know this, rather than like, I get you. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, interesting. I wish I worked that way, because then I would be able to store things in an organized, factual way. But I can't. It's not quite like that.
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't feel very organized. I mean,
because it's feminine. Yeah,
I don't know. There's definitely some stuff I can do that I'm sure there's a benefit, but like, it's like I've been able to get away with not really understanding stuff and still like making it seem like I understand stuff, which is fine until you actually do want to understand stuff, and then you're like, oh, this is going to take so much work, and I'm never going to understand it the way everyone else does, and then you're like, crap.
Dude, what's the best context for your feminine SI? Like, where would it like just kill it? Like, what is?
I wish I knew. Honestly, I don't.
That's your life's mission. Find out.
Yeah, I don't know. I was talking to my friend, and he was saying that like he thinks I'm very good at like just going and he calls it bothering people, but like I'm good at selling stuff. I'm good at like if I have a product that I value and think is valuable, I'm good at like making other people see the value in it, but also like everyone needs something a little bit different. So I'm not like, if I sell something to someone, it's because I know that's what they want, And then they're gonna really appreciate that, and they're gonna come back later and they're gonna be like, man, like that was great. Like, what else can you recommend to me? And also, like, they're gonna go tell their friends, like, hey, ask Cherie because she can like help you find something you really like. And
Can you give
really...
us a sales demo? Like, is there something in your vicinity that you can quickly just show on the screen and like sell it to us?
Can you sell our YouTube channel?
Can I sell my what?
Our
Can you sell
YouTube
the
channel.
NiNe show?
I could sell the NiNe show. That I could do it, but I would probably like, I would want to like give you guys like, I would want to like, I would want to like improve it, like not improve it, but I would want to
make it more sensory.
We gotta be, yeah.
Yeah. So
all you network marketers hit up Cherie after this.
That's right. Yeah. Oh, I can't tell you this. This isn't a sales pitch. This is just a fact. But I actually tested like 3 or 4 different. I like sparkling water, like, you know, just like the sparkling like flavored water that's like calorie free. This kind is the best. This is the best lime flavor. I tried like 5 different brands. This one is the best. It has like it has the crispest flavor. It has the most intense flavor. And like the water has like a better like feel in your mouth than like the worst one is the bubbly. Don't buy the bubbly brand. That stuff's crap. Don't get that. Like if you can't get the Perrier, I can't pronounce words. Then get LaCroix. Don't get bubbly. Big thumbs down.
Well, when I'm in America, I'll make sure I try that.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of water, I swallowed a fly earlier because there was a freaking fly in my water bottle, and it was so gross. It was like,
that's some good protein, bro.
Okay,
I was just gonna say that. Yeah, dude, protein.
You can't waste it. Yeah.
You're like ahead of us. You've gone to the next level of utilizing your resources really well.
Hey Cherie, where does most of your
we're in a
energy
little
go?
pandemic. We got to get everything we can.
Exactly. That's not. Yeah.
Start catching those grasshoppers, man.
Yeah. That's why cricket protein's a thing.
Yep. It's weird.
Yo, gotta get that protein.
Gotta get that.
I mean, yeah, and I swear no one likes. I mean, some people like crickets. It's fine. Yeah, never mind.
All right, let's go.
Are you ready? I'm about to blast. No. Hey, Cherie, where does most of your energy go? Like in hobbies, work, type thing? Just on a daily basis. Where does most of your energy go?
I don't think most of it goes in any certain area. Maybe like I don't. It's hard. I definitely have a lot of energy at night, but I also conserve my energy a lot. Like, I don't, like, especially like since I've been home because of the pandemic or whatever. Like my siblings will like open my door. They'll be like, "Hey, Cherie," I'll be like, "Nope, leave." They're like, "Hey, Cherie, painted my notes." "Nope, don't tell me." "Hey, do you want it?" "Nope, go." Shut the door, leave. So like I don't interact with people unless I have to, but I can like I can like, you know, I can like get excited and like be in the moment for like a couple hours, like at a party or something. Kind of depends on like if I like the people. Also kind of depends on like if I like what we're doing, which I don't always. I don't know. I don't know if I could say that there's like one area that gets the most of my energy. Maybe thinking. Yeah,
Right.
that's what gets all my energy.
Philosophy time.
Freaking sleep. Yeah.
Sleep. Introspecting.
Cherie, do you feel like you have to plan when you're going to be spontaneous? Because I've done that before where I'm like, okay, this 3-hour period, I'm going to do whatever I want randomly.
Oh, that's interesting. No, I just kind of like use the moments as they come to me. And I just kind of already know that that's what I'm going to do. And I'm like, okay with it. So I'm pretty bad at like, I'm really bad at sticking to a schedule. I really like, that is like my biggest vice is like being late and like not like utilize like not like using time well. I don't know. It's like I can get a lot of stuff done, but it's always in like those like big bursts of energy, like all at once. It's not like I can just like do things in a methodical step-by-step manner. It's like okay, now I'm just gonna go like randomly. I'm just gonna sit in my room and I'll be like, let's play some guitar. And then I'm like, let's watch a YouTube video. And then I'm like, oh, let's, I don't know, paint my nails or something, or like whatever random thing I think of in the moment. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. So we've been, okay, I'm trying to blast. It's just not happening. So so recently in the Facebook group, you put a very nice big blast message in about how TI works in relation to what Shannon said in the most recent typing thing about that one dude who has a master class. I forget his name, but I know he has a master class.
This boss. Nice.
Yes. And so sort of let's go into that, sort of what you sort of think about TI, especially in relationship to FI, and sort of how you see those deciders work in comparison.
Yeah. So I don't know. I guess people who are watching this and don't have the context, like if you go and watch the Chris Voss video, like the first one, like towards the end of it, Shan was just like, oh, she's like, see, she's like, he is overworking his FE, so he doesn't have to give his logical reasons. I had to stop the video. I was like, nope, stop. And I'm like, okay. And then I couldn't even finish the class because I had to go rant about it on Facebook. But I feel like what she doesn't understand, and I feel like maybe this is what a lot of TE people don't understand, like in the context of FE, I guess, is that like because TE people, like they just talk out their reasons with everyone. If like someone comes up to you and is like, hey, like people really value this thing, blah, blah, blah. You're just like, no, that's like terrible. And you just like throw it out. And like, you don't realize that there's like this whole like really well thought out like set of reasons that are like underneath it. That are like very valid and very logical. And it's just like, people like, they're just like, oh no, like that can't be true because what about this thing? Or that thing, like especially like, you know, if you're someone with SETE, like someone's like, so I think that like this pattern, like this is the one that will work. It's like, but what about this one time that like it didn't work? And it's like, well, like yes, but also like the pattern's still good, like but this one time, like it doesn't quite, and it's like, okay, just no, you're not like so. And I guess it's kind of like the same thing with like the TE people, like wanting like. They have all of these like things, like emotional, like not necessarily emotional, but like values and like hierarchies that are like dictating like what they're talking about is like as important. But I don't know. But I just tended to throw out FE a lot in the past just because I was like, oh well, it's just an appeal for sympathy. Like that's just dumb. Ignore. But it's actually like there's like a lot of like really good like stuff. You just have to be like
sometimes it is an appeal for sympathy.
Yeah. Right, yeah, exactly. And it's kind of the same way as like, you know, like I have to justify my FI by using TE. So I have to be like, well, like it's okay for me to like this because like it works this way and it works that way and it works that way. So I'm like, I can like it. And so I think in the same way, it's like with the TI, it's like, well, like this can work because like, look, like it'll like make you happy and like, look how it will make this person happy. And like, look how it's so nice and like this way. And that person likes it that way. And this person likes it that way. And, you know, this one time it made this person sad and this other time it made this person happy. But, you know, like it still works. It's still logical. I don't know. I mean, I'm just spitballing here. I know that's not really how you guys say it, but you know, I don't know.
Yeah, that's fair enough. That's understandable. It's cool how you were championing the credibility of the TIs, which is cool.
Yeah.
Did you like? Was this post your type? You realized, oh, I have TE, so I've been dismissing FETI kind of thing.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
That's
basically. Cool. And not that I don't think FI has a lot of value too, but I always really like TI as well. So I guess it's not. I guess it was just like Shan's just like total. She just like so didn't get it. I was just irritated.
You were irritated.
And not that I get it that well either, because it's like obviously I don't have it, but like I was just like, you're not like seeing that like he's just using like the SE to sell this reason. Like the reason is still good. Like the reason is still there. This is just the package it's in.
Yeah, exactly.
So
yeah,
I don't know, but yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
All right. You have a lot. You are very strongly opinionated about a lot of things. So this final question will serve just right into that. Three.
She's just a blaster.
Okay.
Did you hear that?
Three truths.
If this thing was the last thing anybody would ever know about you, what are the 3 things you would like to impart on the world?
The 3 things I would like to impart on the world?
What are your 3 truths?
Yeah.
Oh gosh, I don't. No, I'd be like, what are your last words? Okay, you've run out of time. I'd be dead. That'd be me. My last words would be, I don't know. I guess. I don't know.
Don't touch my stuff.
I don't like that. Doesn't bother me. Like I don't. People touch my stuff all the time. Sadly, I mean I don't like it, but I'm not gonna like murder them over it.
I'm glad you're not gonna kill someone.
Yeah, it's just hard. It's hard holding back all of this aggression.
You don't even know, girl.
So you got nothing?
No, she got some. Even Dave did it. You know, very similar type. You know, you can do it.
He was ready though. He knew. He's like,
yeah,
yeah, he knew the instant he blasted, everyone's gonna.
He totally made it up though.
He was totally waiting for that.
It up.
But it was.
That's such an NF question though. Like people like what's your abstract value? I have no idea. I don't know. Something. Ask a smart person, not me. That'd be the truth I would want to impart.
If you BS this, you'll get like 3 IQ points extra.
I literally like if I BS it, I'll lose IQ points because later I'll be like, that isn't actually what I would say, so it's inaccurate. So the sensory is bad.
If it's not what you say, then that's TI. I'm just kidding.
You like puzzle, Cherie?
Huh?
Sorry, that's just...
Dude, shut up. All right. You guys enjoyed this interview with Cherie.
Thank you, guys. Thanks, Cherie, for joining us.
If you have any plugs, check her out on Facebook. She makes amazing posts in the Objective Personality Facebook
She's
group.
great at selling things.
Actually, like, God, people, she makes nice
Corn lovers.
The people like her.
Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Again,
500
Cherie
people
for joining
add
us.
her on Facebook.
Yeah, everyone add her on Facebook if you can find
everyone
her.
add her on Facebook. Send her all kinds of direct messages and tell her how awesome she is.
Yeah.
Send her memes, no context.
Send her memes.
Send all the F her way.
Send me memes. I'd like the memes. Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, Cherie. It was great having you on the show.
Thank you. Thanks. So much fun. Take care.
Peace out.
Adios.